Topic for today is environment. But before you can teach the topic environment, you have to bring in an icebreaker. Okay, you have to brainstorm with the kids. You can start off by saying what are some of the things they see on their way to school. You get a lot of students saying trees, livestock like the fowls, the goats, the cats, and all that. Or probably you can start off by asking them to follow you outside the classroom. You have a 2-minute walk outside the classroom. Just walk around the compound of your school premises and then tell them to take note of whatever they see. Now, once you get inside the classroom, you can ask questions. What did you see outside? Okay. And then you also get examples just like the trees, tables, and all that. At this point, you can let them know that the things that they have seen are what constitutes the environment. So in simpler terms, environment simply means the physical things we see around us. So that is our definition for environment. The physical things we see. So the physical things we see around us, then you can give examples. Alright, so having given examples, now they know what an environment is. So whatever they see outside, they know that all these things constitute to a part of our environment. We are not done. What are the types of environment? We have types of environment. We have two types. So we have a physical environment as one type of the environment, and we also have the social environment. So what does the physical environment constitute? So the physical environment are the physical things, or when you're defining a term, you don't bring the term again, okay? So the physical environment are the things we see around our surroundings, okay? The things we see around our surroundings. It's just like the definition for the environment. Then the social environment involves individuals, okay? It's in relation to the politics, religion, and all that, even our culture, okay, the way we relate to these things. Because in our culture, we say when a kid or a child meets an elderly person, the child has to do what? He or she has to greet the elderly person. So all these things also constitute or is a part of the social environment. But then under our indicator, it says that we should look at ways of dealing with sanitation challenges in the environment. So before you can also break this down to the students, you have to explain the term sanitation to them. So let's look at that. Yes. And so what is sanitation? When we say sanitation in simpler terms simply means keeping our surroundings clean. So keeping our surroundings clean. That's simple. Sanitation. And you can ask them when they wake up in the morning before they even go and wash down what they do. So you get examples. You hear a lot of students say they'll sweep, they'll wash cooking utensils, they go for water, they clean, they mop and all that. Why do they do all these things? They do these things to avoid death, or to avoid diseases like the cholera and what. So just to mention but a few. So at this point, if the student understands sanitation, then what are some of the causes that leads to improper sanitation? You get examples like they not cleaning the environment, they not reading, not washing utensils. What are the effects? If they don't do all these things, what are the effects? You also explain all these things to them. Now, once you're done, you also let them know that we have environmental factors that leads to improper sanitation. And some of the environmental factors we have that is where the pollution comes in. Okay, that's where pollution. What is pollution? The release of harmful substances or poisonous substances into the environment. Now, under the pollution, we also have types. We have the air pollution, we have water pollution, and we have land degradation. So under the types of pollution, we have the air pollution, water pollution, and the land pollution. Having explained pollution to them, we are moving on to the types of pollution. Now the first on our list is air pollution. When we say air pollution, what does it mean? In the definition of pollution, we said that is the release of harmful substances or poisonous substances into the atmosphere or the surroundings. And so with the air pollution, it's the same thing, releasing substances into the atmosphere, okay? Like the fumes from vehicles, fumes from vehicles or exhaust pipes. You know, most people do not like the fumes that comes out from vehicles or their exhaust pipes, and mostly these fumes have this foul smell and it causes air pollution. You can even use our day-to-day activities like releasing gases, okay? That's fluctuating, when a person fluctuates. So that is also air pollution. The person, you see, let's say you're in a room with a nice air, fresh air moving here and then unfortunately somebody fluctuates. You see, it causes air pollution. And so yes, these are some basic things you can start off with your social studies. This is the end for today's lesson. I hope it was useful. Thank you very much for watching and see you guys on another episode. I'm out.